What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, everybody? Oh, let me fix my shit, bitch. I get on here looking raggedy as fuck, trying to talk about people. But anyway, y'all know this is a Tuesday, and I just had to go ahead and get this out the way because I'm just, I'm really listen. The What It Is video usually come between Wednesday and Thursday, and it's just been so much stuff that's been going on already that it's like, girl, go ahead and get it out, so that by the time you do talk about it, it'll be over and done with, dead and gone, whatever. But I don't see this situation dying down anytime soon. But first of all, before I get into this video, well, when we get into this video, I just want to say prayers out to everybody in North Carolina, South Carolina, or anybody else on the Gulf Coast in that area that is being affected by the hurricanes that's coming. I saw that Kevin from the Scorpion Show posted something where they was telling everybody in South Carolina along the coastline to get the fuck up out of there. Okay, so y'all need to get the fuck up out of there, like mandatory evacuation. Y'all need to go. I want y'all to be safe. I don't want nothing to happen to anybody. So, y'all in my prayers, okay? So now that we got that out the way. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I just came back from outside and it's like stuff flying around, the little pollen shit. Like, bitch, it's about to be fall. Why the fuck y'all still out here? Got all up in my nose and shit, the little white stuff. Girl, anyway, what's going on? We are back. Here we go. I'm just going to go straight to it and get it out the way because I'm going to put it out here on the offset. Offset. Where the fuck was that? Okay, no, we're not going to do that just yet. I am going to give my opinion. Am I? Nope. Nope. That's Spanish, okay? Mi opinion. No, 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 so, no, 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 we're not going to do that. Okay. I'm about to give my opinion, MY, all right? MY, my opinion on this whole situation. I don't care if you are a Nicki stan. I don't care if you a Cardi B stan. I don't give a fuck, okay? It is my opinion, so debate yourselves. I'm not here for the back and forth stuff. We do live in a world where we are entitled to our opinions, and this is why I wish, social media has become just a catalyst for all of this. You can't be friend, you can't like this person. You can't say what you want to say without being attacked, or somebody saying that you're a hater or whatever. Just because you don't agree with certain actions of a person don't mean that you are a hater. Just because you have a certain opinion of a person does not mean that you are a hater. Therefore, I always have to, and it's a shame that you have to say this every time we get ready to talk about certain people, because it's gonna be that one or two, because they not gonna agree with what you say, because they so gun-ho behind their standship that they're not gonna see outside the box and be able to call a bitch out, whichever bitch that is, okay? And the fact of the matter is, both people in this situation, they're wrong, okay? And at the end of the day, I don't even want to spend that much time on it because I'm bored with the whole drama between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. And I honestly feel as though there was a small issue that became really, really big when both of them listening to stands, okay? And that made it bigger, especially on the social media, especially because both of them are heavily involved in their stand groups, their fans or whatever. So they're listening to their stands and stuff like that. And they also got people that's actually by them, that's putting bugs and stuff in their ears and things of that such. So information is getting misconstrued, people are being misunderstood, misinformation is getting put out there, and therefore feelings are being fucked up, and shit just coming to a head and people are saying stuff or whatever. Now, the whole thing that happened on Friday night, I'm up here chilling, minding my business. I'm on the phone and I get bombarded with a whole bunch of tweets coming in saying, bitch, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B got into a fight at the Harper Bazaar's event party, whatever, during Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week. And I was like, fight, girl, please, get the fuck out of here. Okay, I said I ain't gonna believe it. I ain't gonna say nothing until I see it. And then obviously a video came out and we see Cardi going off. Then they saying she threw a shoe at Nicki. And then we see some girl that we thought was Ra Ali, but they said Ra Ali was in. It's so many holes and stories to this whole freaking thing that it's stupid at this point on both sides. It's stupid at this point on both sides. I'm not okay. So let's just go there, okay? They get into this fight. A shoe was thrown, and it really let's stop calling it a fight because it was not a fight. Let's just put that on the offset. It was not a fight. All right. Security stopped Cardi from coming over there to touch Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj was holed up on that wall by security like she was Beyonce in that elevator. She didn't do shit. Okay. And I'll get on that in a second because I feel a couple of ways about that. And I'm giving all sides of this whole thing. But nobody touched nobody. Yes, Cardi came out of there with a knot on her forehead, and that was not from Nicki. That was from security, like I've been said, okay? And they even confirmed that. Nicki didn't touch that girl. Cardi didn't touch that girl either, okay? So it is what it is at this point. And we see different angles. And one of my things that I can't stand that I keep hearing and keep hearing and keep hearing and keep seeing people talking about is, why y'all acting up? And you even had Nicki Minaj speaking on it on her Queen radio. I actually listened to it this time, okay? Because I can only take Nicki when she talking and she pissed off in small doses, okay? So I haven't really been listening to Queen radio like that, but I listened to this episode in full, and it's like, you saying you was humiliated, that's understandable. You saying you mortified, and then you acting up in front of these white folks and stuff like that. That is the rhetoric that keeps going around. Oh, you're not classy, you're not this, you're not that. Why are you trying to appease these white folks, okay? I know we say that shit all the time, and when I say it, it's jokes. It's jokes, but I don't give a damn, okay? I don't give a damn. I'm going to act the way that I need to act in front of whoever, okay? Now, it's up to that person's moral compass, their moral code, what they feel about themselves as the way that they want to present themselves in public, okay? Now, if they want to act a fool in public, let them act a fool in public. That is not, unfortunately, we have this mind state that if a certain person from a certain group of people, meaning like a black person, one black person act out or whatever, that's to look bad on the whole group of black people. No, that's not it. Okay, that's on them. Don't categorize and lump us all up and generalize us in one fucking group. No, okay. That ain't gonna look bad on me, bitch, because I know how to act in front of public. That's gonna look bad on the person that's acting up. That's who it's gonna look bad on. I don't give a fuck what color you are, what race you are, what nationality you are, where the fuck you from. That's gonna look bad on you, okay? Now, we need to come up out of that goddamn mentality. We can't be doing this in front of the white folks. I mean, it's cute to joke like that because we joke like that. But some people really, truly mean that shit. And it's like, whatever. Second, let's get into this whole thing about, Cardi being ghetto. Oh, she ain't got no class. Oh, she this and oh, she that. She a hood rapper. Who does that in an event like this? The only thing that I was mad about the whole thing was the fact that Cardi did this shit in a nice gown. Okay, you got did up, and did she ever say on site? Nope. Let me shut the fuck up, because Cardi said as soon as she dropped that baby, she got bitches that she gonna fuck up. She never put a name out there, but she said as soon as she dropped that baby, bitches was getting fucked up. Now, we can just say, for one, that Cardi is a woman of her word, because look what happened. Technically speaking, nobody got fucked up, but she attempted. It's the attempt that counted, okay? But here's my thing about the whole thing. Girl, y'all could have did this shit at the VMAs. I was looking, where the fuck was this action at with the VMAs, okay? Bitch, we was looking for this type of shit, okay? Y'all was both in the same building, okay? Y'all had wriggle room to do whatever. You know the security and shit is lax at the VMAs. They don't give a fuck. At the VMAs, this is where we go to see what shit's gonna pop down, okay? Back in the day, a whole bunch of shit used to pop off at the VMAs, but it didn't happen this time. Y'all waited till you got to this closed little tight event so that y'all can do whatever y'all wanted to do, or I should say Cardi, And Cardi is that hood mentality where you talk about me, you slick Dixon, you doing this, I'ma fuck you up whenever I see you and get a chance. And that's what it is. When it comes to this, oh, she's uncouth, oh, she's not classy, oh, she's a hood rat, oh, she ghetto, she don't know how to act and all this shit. Now all of a sudden it's a problem because she did what she said she was gonna do. Now all of a sudden, and see, that is the contradiction and the thing that irks me when it comes to people who all of a sudden have an issue with the way that Cardi B acts, because the way that she acts is no different than what she always been acting. That's the reason why y'all jumped onto the Cardi train, because you liked her personality, because you like the fact that she was being her, because you like the fact that she's always been a self-proclaimed hood rat, ghetto ratchet bitch, okay, a stripper hoe. She's always been a self-proclaimed that, okay, but now all of a sudden it's a problem. But the reason why you were attracted to her, the reason why you gravitated to her, was because she acted that way. But now that she acted out on those words and all that shit, now it's a fucking problem. Come on, you gotta pick. Come on, you gotta do better, okay? You can't keep going back and forth like this and picking and choosing when you wanna be upset at something that you actually liked, all right? And it's a lot of, you don't nobody give a fuck, okay? First of all, it is kind of embarrassing if you want to look at it that way, because you got a lot of people looking at you, and you're going to have people looking down at you talking about something. This is messed up. Okay, this is messed up. You don't do this at events or whatever. Fuck it being a white people or whatever. It's like what our own people are going to say about us. Okay. And we're the most judgmental people on our own selves and the people in our community. Okay. And that is exactly what's going on. When it comes to Nicki Minaj not doing nothing, Nicki Minaj, like, this is, and I like Nicki, okay, but don't say stuff as if you're gonna really do something. Oh, when people come up against me, it's dead. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be dead, or it's on site and all this shit, and that don't happen, okay? Nicki ain't finna be out here fighting nobody. And at this point in her career, I don't see her fighting anybody. So I'm not even fucking mad that she's holed up in that corner, okay? She did what the fuck she had to do. She wasn't finna let her shit down, and you call it pussy, you can call it skirt or whatever. She wasn't finna and she didn't give the same energy, to be quite honest. This all talk, okay? Everybody gets on their records and they talk shit. The only thing that happened in this situation is shit that Cardi talked, she did, okay? But who the fuck Nicki, I just can't even see Nicki fighting anybody, period, okay? So therefore, I'm not even pissed off that, she stayed up on that wall in security. She did what she had to do, okay? She wasn't finna come out of character, because all of this was a bait. All of this was a bait. This been a bait, and Cardi took the bait, okay? Just like I said, the bitch needs to stay off the internet and start talking about, responding to what everybody had to say. She slowed down on that just a little bit, just a little because it's baiting. But she's the type of person that she's gonna keep on, and then she's just gonna explode and eat that bait. And that's exactly what happened at the Harper's Bazaar. Everything came to a boiling point. The only thing difference, and people going back and forth about who got class and who this and who that. Bitch, the only thing different between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj is the fact that Nicki Minaj do probably got more money than her. Well, she do got more money than her, and she got been in the game a little bit longer. That's it. They're both hood rats. They're both from the ghetto, okay? They're both, New York girls and all that shit. They both the same. If you fucking ask me, okay, one didn't strip or whatever, but whatever. What really bothered me was this part when Nicki Minaj got on Queen Radio, and she was up there talking about, okay, she brought up some old ass receipts that we done already talked about. Cardi B calling the girl a roach and whatever. And once again, you put that information out there as if she called the whole group of black girls a roach, and that is not what happened. She called somebody who came at her in a fucked up way a roach, and she's already addressed that, apologized for that, moved on from that. At the end of the day, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B are problematic as fuck, okay? Then you say that in a video that, people were speaking on your child. I honestly thought that she was talking about Ra Ali and Brooke Bailey, okay? That's another thing. Nicki Minaj is not going to be out here fighting. That's why she got Ra Ali and Brooke Bailey popping up all the fucking sudden. Okay? Them big ass fish face and wide bag, them her bodyguards, okay? They gonna do the damage for her. Okay? They have nothing else to do at this point because they tag along everywhere. That's what that's for. But anyway, you say don't talk about your kid. But yet, there's a video and stuff that's coming out that you say, basically, if you get into it with somebody, everything is on limit, okay? Nothing is off limits, all right? You're going to talk about kids, and that's what it is, okay? You talked about another woman's kid who passed away. Okay, so what are you getting pissed off for? Then you don't do your research or whatever, because from what I'm hearing is you claim that people were saying that she was talking about Nicki. I swear to God, I thought she was talking about Ra Ali, and Brooke Bailey was the one that was talking and speaking on her kid or whatever. But here's the thing. They said she was responding to a Photoshop tweet or Photoshop comment that Nicki supposedly liked about her child or her parenting or whatever. And at the end of the day, it was Photoshop. So once again, she letting her head, the hotness get to her head too quick instead of just sitting back and just, really checking it out before you go there. Okay? So that's on Cardi shit. You have to understand that if you're going to come up to this business, you're going to be held to a different level of just a different level than everybody else. Okay, people gonna expect more from you. People gonna think that because you're an entertainer, because you this A-list celebrity or whatever, you're not supposed to clap back, you're not supposed to say certain thing, and you're not supposed to be as problematic as you already have been in your past. So therefore you need to go sweep out your internet browser, sweep out your Twitter, all your social media for your problematic stuff, so that they won't use that against you. Because in this fucking day and age, you are your stuff is used against you, and you are guilty in the court of public opinion. Okay, that is what it is. All right, and they will use that to crucify the fuck out of you, and that's what these entertainers need to understand. Okay, yeah, you probably didn't think you would blow up this fast or whatever the fuck, but you still need to go back and wipe your shit down if you're gonna have some problematic shit up in there. Okay, you know when you done said some shit. All right, everybody knows when they done said some shit. Shit, fuck, I done probably said some shit. All right, it is what it is. But it's like you want to call, and then Nicki get on Queen Radio, and she's calling her out, talking about this a woman that want to call black people roaches and monkeys, but yet you can call, and y'all can call her out on that. Understandable. I said both of them are problematic, and I'm finna tell you why Nicki is a little bit problematic as well. Ain't nobody really calling Nicki out. You want to call Cardi B out on saying somebody was a roach or a monkey or whatever. That's understandable. I'm not even finna debate that. Y'all can have that because I agree. But let's call Nicki out for saying faggot and even saying sissy these days. Okay, like recently, you literally was in Majesty on Queen, because I listened to the album. It's good, whatever. And you using that word, okay, sissy. And most of your fans are gay. Okay, so it's like you're problematic as well. No one's really saying or bringing that up, and y'all just let that pass. Like, whatever, she's Nicki Minaj, we can do whatever. She can do whatever the fuck she want. Okay, and it is what it is. And then y'all, it's not a hate train. Okay, I don't think that is a hate train. I think that there are some people that are out there who are Cardi stans and other people stans who just don't like the girl just because she got issues with Cardi. It's people that don't like the girl because and not necessarily don't like her, they just don't like her music. Okay, and some people that probably got turned off by the way that this era has been going so far. It's understandable. And also, for the Nicki stans, like, come on, y'all was, going at everybody about these album sales, trying to defend and take up for Nicki and back her up with what she was saying about her album sales and her not having this #1 album. But yet, y'all let her go. Y'all let her talk for that whole week about this whole thing, and you would have thought that all the bars would have came out there and would have just went on ahead and started streaming like crazy, and the ones that didn't get the album, go ahead and buy the album or whatever, so that they can at least keep her at #2 or #3. Mama done moved down to #5. Astro World is still at #2. Hell, Sweetener did move down to #4. Okay, Drake is at #3. I did my research. Okay, why is that? While we out here, talking and defending and doing all this stuff, why don't you put that to action by actually streaming her stuff? Okay, that's one thing. That's neither here nor there, but I just had to put that out there. But at the end of the day, like, when Nicki Minaj was on there and she was talking about Cardi got the way that she got through because of payola and sympathy. Who the fuck feels sympathy for the party? Okay, I don't. We don't, okay? Ain't nobody, I don't think a lot of people is out here like, oh, what the fuck we gotta feel sorry for her about? Bitch, you was on Loving Hip Hop acting the ass, okay? And you was on Instagram acting the ass. And what the fuck is that we need to be sorry about? What do we need to have sympathy for? Okay, because her album came out before she got pregnant. Her album came out before she got married, I believe. Either way, she did what she had to do with the album. Now, will she be able to repeat and not fall into the sophomore slump? I don't know. I don't know. That is what will be the determining factor, I feel, with Cardi's career. Can she keep up the momentum? And people, you know, when Nicki Minaj, she came out and she was like, on Queen Radio, she coming into my culture. What culture is that? Hip hop? Is that what you're talking about? Because then I can understand that. Because you also Trini, she's Trini and Dominican, so y'all consider Nicki Minaj a black woman, so why y'all don't consider, Cardi B a black woman, and she's Trini and Dominican, and she's a black Dominican? I'm confused, but okay, we're not. Y'all finna debate on that shit in the comments, okay? Because some people just don't get it. But anyway, I'm telling you, y'all pick and choose. Y'all really do. But at the end of the day, and I didn't even want to talk about this much. I just want them to stop. And I know it's not going to stop because I like both of them. And at this point, I'm bored with the whole thing. I don't want to hear nothing else about the back and forth. I just want them to put the music out, and I just want the music to speak for themselves, and I just wish the stands could just stay out of it, but I know that's asking too much, and that's too much like right. They're not going to do that, and at this point, I'm just going to have to just wait until, I'm going to have to just mute both of their asses, okay? And it's sad because I like both of them, but I just hate the drama that's surrounding them, okay? This is hip-hop or whatever. Nicki brought up the whole fight thing at the club with the thing, with the waitresses, and it's so many, the strippers or whatever. It's so many contradictions that Nicki was saying. You're not gonna speak on somebody's child, but yet you did with Remy a little bit. You're not gonna do this, but yet you did a little bit. You called Remy out her name, you called her man, you called this and all this stuff. But whatever, it's hip hop. That's when they was beefing. So it is what it is on that front. I'm just picking out the contradictions on both sides, and that's why I say both of them are problematic. No one is 100% innocent in this bad. Do I think payola happened? It's a strong possibility that it could have. Okay, it really is, and that's with any and everybody, and with any and everybody, including Nicki. I'm not saying that it did, but I'm saying it's a possibility. We just don't know. Okay, because payola, let's not act like it don't happen. Payola has been around for decades. Okay, decades. All right, y'all saw Dream Girl step into the bad side. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all seen the shit. You know what I'm saying? One night only, bitch. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But I just want them to get their act together. Nicki, your Queen's Radio shit is cute, and I understand it's a way for you to get your frustrations out there, and that's nice. Keep doing that. Focus on your tour and all that, and fuck everything else. Cardi, just go home. And I want to say I don't want her to respond, but I'm pretty sure that she's gonna respond. The fact that Hennessy wasn't there, thank God, okay, because it would have got worse. What the fuck was Offset? Y'all, y'all, it's like it's hyping up the whole situation to make it worse than it really is. Because if certain people was there, it could have been a lot worse. Okay, and like I said, the bartenders and whatever that was at the little strip club. There's so many different stories going around about that, saying that it was a setup and that Nicki is paying for the lawyers. Them girls know Nicki and all this stuff. It sounds a little far fetched, but then again, who knows? I don't know. Like, what Nicki got the time to do some shit like that? Like, I don't know. At this point, you just don't know what's going on. Okay. Um, I know the fuck that nigga making you look. If you was really fighting over a nigga, Cardi, that nigga, that shit got you looking stupid. Offset got her looking stupid. Period. With this whole cheating shit or whatever. But moving on from that, people thinking that at the end of the day, to close this out, because I spoke on this too long, nothing is going to happen to Nicki nor Cardi B. This is not going to stop neither one of their bags. This is not going to stop neither one of their popularity. If anything, it's making their popularity rise, okay? Invasion of Privacy has re-entered the charts, okay? to a higher number than it was. Okay, Cardi has already came out with Tom Ford came out with Cardi B lipstick, sold out in less than 24 hours, right after the whole melee happened. Nicki Minaj, she just put out Barbie Dreams video. I haven't watched it yet. I'm about to go watch it because I was looking for it yesterday, but it didn't pop up on my shit until today. So I'm gonna go watch it. Hopefully it's good because that's one of my favorite songs off of Queens. I think that's probably just about almost everybody's favorite song off of Queens. Okay, but other than that, I wish both ladies well, and I just want the people to stop putting bugs in their ears and for them to just, Nicki, you just stay to yourself, and Cardi, you just stay to your goddamn self too. Like, it is what it is at this point. And I know y'all finna have the comments jump in about y'all opinion. I just want both ladies to do well. I really do. I don't want this fighting like this. And that's another thing. When men, y'all act like this the first time we done seen, it's like a double fucking standard when women get into it. But then when the men do the exact same thing, y'all cheering that shit on. But then when women get into it, oh, she a ghetto hood rat, oh, she this and she that and that. And I'm like, what? Have the same energy for both fucking sides, okay? You know, niggas been out here, they beef go to the point where they shooting each other, and y'all still picking sides and letting them both rise and not even saying nothing. Anyway, moving on. I spent way too much time on that, and I didn't even want to. Speaking about women empowerment and stuff like this, shout out to Naomi Osaka. She's 20 years old, Japanese Haitian American. She's Haitian and Japanese. Um, you know, Serena was playing her in the U.S. Open, and she lost to this girl. This is her first, is it a Grand Slam or U.S. Open win? She won, but her win was somewhat overshadowed by the bullshit that was going on with this umpire called Carlos Ramos, who was basically calling fouls and technicals and all this stuff or whatever and penalties on Serena for just about any and everything, and then trying to accuse her of cheating and everything. And this man has had a history of doing this, especially with the Williams sisters, okay? Because I seen a clip where he did it to Venus, and you know he did it to Serena, and it's unfortunate that something like this is going on at this day and age, and we still have to fight for our rights, you know, for equality. And like Serena said, it's been men on the court that said worse things, and you want to get upset because she called you a thief, and you want to fine her. Now they fined her $17,000 or whatever. Then you have this guy from the Herald Sun. I think he's from where is he from? Australia, whatever. He is the cartoonist for the Herald Sun, and he did this cartoon with the U.S. Open, and it's so fucking problematic, and it's so outwardly racist, and I don't care what anybody say. I know with certain cartoonists and with certain cartoons, they make the features a different way, a little bit larger or whatever the fuck, but you really thought, and you can't really sit here and tell me that you did not think that this was a racist, could be perceived as being racist, and that this is what you wanted, because you really drew Naomi as this docile, small, blonde, light-skinned girl, okay, and she had not necessarily blind ends. It was like a burnt blind end, okay, not the blonde that they had her in the thing, and she was a normal size, talking to the umpire, but yet you had Serena looking real big, like a gorilla with the big lips and big features and everything, and just bouncing on the goddamn broken racket and all that stuff. And I said, and we supposed to be cool with that? And he's so proud of what he did, because according to him, he said it's not about gender shit. Oh, but you wouldn't say that it's not about race or whatever. You just wanted to point out the fact that somebody said, oh, you wouldn't do this shit with no other man or whatever, and he pointed out that he did something with this white guy or whatever, and yet you still had him mostly proportioned, but yet you clearly and purposely depicted Serena Williams as this ape. That's what it looked like, a gorilla. That's what it looked like. And it's like, are you serious? You could have put her at a smaller size. You could have put her at a normal size. You could have did so much more better. And if you didn't want to kind of take any racism, why did you have to have her lips so big? Why did you have to have her features so big? Why did you have to put her in that situation in the first place? You could have accomplished the same effect if you would have gave her normal features. Like, it's 2018 and we still have to deal with this. And I can keep on putting out there that what year it is and we still have to deal with this. Oh, it's just messed up. This is why we are out here having Women's March. This is why you have women speaking up for women on women empowerment and things of that such, okay? Because of situations like this. And he is proud of it. That is the most sickening part of it. Um, Moving on from that, y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Drake and Meek Mill, they done made up. Meek Mill came out there on Drake's tour, and they did a song together. They posted them playing table tennis, I should say. And each of them had their little posts up about each other, and that's cool. They beef was petty anyway, so it is what it is. Moving on from that, um, Mac Miller. Mac Miller is a rapper. He just album called Swimming Pools, whatever. I'm gonna be quite honest. I know who Mac Miller is. I never really listened to an album from him, but I've heard some songs, and he's one of those lesser problematic white rappers that was out there. That literally was just about, he's a fun guy. And I watched this TV show called Ridiculousness where they find all these clips off the internet and, these funny clips or whatever. And they have guest celebrities come on, and he's been on there at least 2 or 3 times. And he's really fun and really hilarious. And I've seen him on other things, and he's a likable guy. And unfortunately, you can tell throughout some of the stuff that he was doing that he had some drug uses that was going on. I never knew that he had an addiction to drugs, and some people probably found out more so about him when he started dating Ariana Grande. But prior to them dating, and during them dating, and after them dating, he had a drug addiction. Okay, and I put that out there because he did overdose over the weekend. Was it Friday or something like that? He did overdose over the weekend, and he was only 26 years old. And I know there was an incident earlier this year where he got into a car accident and he fled the scene, and he was under the influence as well. And I brought up Ariana. It's sad because we live in this culture where you literally have people out here with the names like Lil Xanax, okay, and Lil Xan or whatever the fuck, and portraying and hyping up this drug culture. You got Bow Wow coming out saying that he once was addicted to lean at one point. You have Lil Wayne, we know that he did the lean. You have certain people that was out here that passed away from being on lean, and then people talking about popping pills and songs as if it's cool. It's not cool. Okay, being on Molly, being on perks, being on shit that you're not prescribed and not taking monetarily in a monitor setting where you won't get addicted to these opioids. It's just like, it's not a good look. Okay, drug use is not a good look like that. All right, and being just in a point where you don't even know who the fuck you are and where you're at, and you don't have no control over your body, that's not a good look. Okay, um, so my condolences go to his family, because it seems like he was one of those people that actually touched a lot of people, and people truly, truly did respect, because I hear nothing but good things about him. And we see the outpouring of love from different artists, big artists in the industry as well. And there had been nothing but good things being said. What I don't appreciate is his fans and probably some other people that just want to be assholes coming at Ariana Grande, making that girl have to turn off her comments on her Instagram because y'all blaming her for his death. Yes, she probably moved on fast from that relationship, but if she moved on as quickly as y'all say that she did, she been moved on months before. Okay? She had already mentally checked out. She was over the relationship because the main reason why that relationship failed was because he could not stop the drug addiction that he had. He could not change that. That was the reason, one of the main reasons why that relationship was done and doomed from the start. Okay? And They were friends before they started being in a relationship. That's why he was okay with them being in a relationship with Pete Davidson. Yeah, he probably was a little depressed because of the relationship not lasting and probably feeling that, he is the cause of it or whatever it may have been going on. But that is on him. That is not her responsibility at this moment for him. Okay, that is not her fault that this man could not stop his drug addiction. And we don't know if he went to go get help at one point. We don't know what was going on inside that whole world. We don't know. But it is not her fault. She was not feeding him the drugs, okay? She did not feed him the hit that took his life. All right? So stop that bullshit. Why would you want to make somebody feel bad when they probably already feel like shit because they lost a friend? Because I'm pretty sure they were still cool. Like, come on. Y'all need to grow the fuck up, okay? Grow up. Imagine how you would feel if somebody did that to you. If your best friend or your family member that you love so much passed away and they put that blame on you and you know you had nothing to do with it. Exactly. You wouldn't like it. So stop doing that to other people. These celebrities, yeah, they celebrities, but they got feelings too, okay? They got fucking feelings too. They're human as well. Amber Geiger. Usually I don't put out these people names, but I'm gonna put this bitch name out because this story ain't adding up. And I've heard so many different stories about this thing too. Um she was an off-duty officer in Dallas, Texas, okay? She came home one night, she goes into an apartment and she shoots this man because I guess according to her she thought it was an intruder. Come to fucking find out, this wasn't even her apartment. That was his house. What is his name? And I hope I'm saying his name right, but if I don't, I apologize to the family and everybody else. Botham? Botham? Anyway, Shem Jean. Okay? We just gonna call him BJ. All right. I wish I could really pronounce his name because he deserves respect. I think he was like 26 years old, in his late 20s. He was a good dude, doing some good things. And this woman came in and killed him, okay, because she was in the wrong apartment. Mind you, they said that at one point she had gave him demands to do and like to get the fuck out or whatever. But you're off duty. You're pulling out your service weapon and you shoot this man. And I've heard that that's one version that I heard. Now, at first, they just kept on saying that this off-duty officer shot this man in her home that she thought was her home. She went to the wrong place by mistake. Okay, fine. You know, they never released her name. And then I guess because they found out that they're going to charge this bitch with something, they went on ahead and released her name. And they charged her with manslaughter and they had put a warrant out for her arrest. And I think they do have her in custody. She posted bail, which is kind of fucked up because that means the bail wasn't that high or she already had it. Because you only put 10% down and you can get your ass out. Okay? And so, we need answers. Because I heard a story that said that she supposedly was the ex-girlfriend. And then there's stories saying that the door was pushed in or whatever. And then there's stories saying that he was brought out into the hallway and it was blood in the hallway and all this stuff. I don't know what is true. We don't know if they actually had a connection. We don't know if, this was targeted. We don't know if this was truly an accident. Either way, a young, innocent black man, once again, is killed and taken away by the hands of the cops. And it is truly, truly unfortunate. And the fact that she is out on bond and out on bail so quickly, just like a slap in the face to me if you ask. Okay? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I can't even, I'm pissed off, ugh. And it's so, we don't even have all the details at this point. And I'm like, what the fuck is taking so long? What is taking so long? I mean, I know it's only been a couple of days or so, but still, what the fuck is taking so long? All right? Moving on from that, Leslie Moonves. Is that how you say his name? The dude from CBS, okay? So, it recently came out that this motherfucker got a whole bunch of people, women coming after him, saying that he was sexually harassing them, sexually assaulting them since before he got married to his wife, Julie Chan, who is one of the hosts of The Talk on CBS, okay? And you can't tell me that you didn't know something was going on And she was standing by her man. She was standing by her man. Okay, the talk premiered this new season premiered I think this Monday, and she forwent the being there for the taping of the premiere. And I think her co-workers still talked about the whole situation. I think it was a cowardly move. I feel as though it was a cowardly move. Like, your husband did this. Be woman enough. You stood by and you knew that this was coming out. You did nothing, but you all of a sudden want to go and be with quote unquote family and coward with all of this stuff because his resignation was forced. He had to step the fuck down from CBS. And also, this is the man who basically single handedly tried to fuck up Janet Jackson's career. You know, that's really what got my attention. One, you got coming out with all these sexual allegations against you, and then you, a powerful white man, trying to bring down a powerful black woman. For 14 plus years, you have had a hard on for this black woman ever since the Super Bowl when they did that accident. So that shit really was an accident, and you fucking knew it. But because she did not come over there to him and cry and say, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it, it was just an accident. Because she didn't do like that, like what you perceive a typical woman to do, to and bow down to you. But Justin Timberlake did. So that's why you didn't have no beef with him, because, he pussied out and did all that shit himself. Because Janet Jackson stuck to her grounds and said, bitch, it was an accident. I'm not finna be out here, begging for this and begging for that. You basically tried to blackball the fuck out of her, and anything that was on CBS or, Viacom at the time or whatever the fuck, you tried to put her out of it. That's why everything was slumping for her after that whole thing. Let something like that would have happened in 2018, 2016, in the past 10 years, for real. Let something like that would have happened. It wouldn't have affected anybody's career. Okay, that a titty, a nipple, we in the stage of sex tapes that once you go viral, bitch, you still a hit. Okay, that shit'll work in your goddamn favor unless you Tierra Marie. Okay, and it's like, really? We always knew, if you were a Janet fan or whatever, you always knew in the back of your mind that it was somebody behind the scenes that was pulling the strings, that was you know, doing this stuff. And now we have that confirmation. And I don't give a damn what the fuck happened to him. He needs to go to jail. He needs to go to fucking jail, okay? For trying to destroy a career, but most importantly, thinking that he can get away with sexually assaulting these women like that, harassing these women like that, and not thinking that that shit was not going to catch up to him when all this Me Too movement started coming out. That's what the fuck he get. Fuck him. I'm so sorry. Like, that really made me mad, y'all. I really didn't want this video to be that long, but Nicki Minaj and Cardi B bullshit just took me the fuck out. Well, once again, on that subject, please just be respectful to one another, because I know people gonna have varying views. You're gonna have your Cardi stands, and you're gonna have the ones that don't like Cardi. You're gonna have your Nicki stands, and you're gonna have the ones that don't like Nicki. It's okay. It's okay, but just be respectful in your comments, okay? You can debate amongst each other, but we don't have to get ugly with it, okay? Because at the end of the day, none of these people know you. Okay, and you're going hard for somebody that don't know you, and you don't know the ins and out of neither one of their lives. Okay, so that's why I'm not upset. I'm not upset at neither one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's not that deep for me. Moving on from that, the last thing that I really want to talk about. Okay, I forgot. Today is 9/11. Mind you, it is my aunt's birthday. Okay, girl. I guess. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Woo! That sounded kind of rude and insensitive, but no, if you knew the family dynamic, you understand. You'd be like, girl, fuck that. Anyway, stop that, Ashley. Stop it. Okay, shit. It's 9/11. It's the 17th year anniversary of 9/11. I don't know what more we can say. We all know the history. We all know the terrible day, how much of a terrible day that was. That's one of those days that I will never, ever forget, because I was in school when that whole thing happened. And I always say this every time you come around. I was in school. I was a freshman in high school. We was in homeroom when we was watching the TV as everything started happening. They let us out early because there was fear that at that point in time we didn't know what was going to happen because my school was literally right in the vicinity of the Sears Tower. And the Sears Tower at the time was like one of the biggest buildings. Okay. And so therefore we didn't know if it was going to be something that's going to come to Chicago, that was going to do something to that building, and we get caught up in the mess, and it was just a lot that was going on. It was a terrifying time. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? So my hearts and prayers go out to everyone who lost a loved one in 9/11, who are still affected heavily by 9/11. Prayers up to you. For real, for real. And before I get up out of here, let me ask y'all this. Okay. I'm not going to put it out there per se what happened. I'm gonna let those that didn't read it or didn't see the post from Courtney Kemp. Courtney Kemp is the creator slash writer, one of the writers and creators of Power. You know, we just saw Power season finale. I'm not gonna put something else out there just in case somebody's watching and didn't watch Power, but please don't put it in the comments like that, because I don't want nobody to, well, to be quite honest, it's Tuesday. Y'all should have been, should have been already watched it. But whatever. Just in case those that haven't, I'm not going to say what happened. Okay, you can go watch my Power review for that. But Courtney Kemp posted something on her Instagram, and they put it on the Shade Room as well. So if you want to go to the Shade Room, you can look at it. Concerning Angela, okay? And motherfuckers was in the comments mad as shit. Why would you spoil your own show like that? And all this stuff. Now, on the one hand, I can get being tired of people, putting all these plots and twists and turns and coming up with these conspiracy theories, and you like, fuck it, I'm gonna just spoil my own show. But maybe she put that out there to try to throw us off. I don't know. How do y'all feel about her putting it out there about Angela, okay? For my Power fans that watch it. But anyway, that's all that I really want to say. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about this whole Cardi thing, the Serena thing, Drake, Meek Mills, Drake and Meek Mill, Mac Miller, Amber, that bitch, okay, and that whole Leslie. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tell me how y'all feel about all of this, and I will see you guys later, okay? Please enjoy the rest of your week. It's getting a little cooler outside, which I love, bitch. I had my sweatpants on. I went and brought some new sweats, bitch. Okay, I was just, girl. I look good though today, for real though. Snack me up a bitch. Anyway, y'all be good. Y'all be great. And I will see you guys later.